Okay, so when a leftist friend comes up to us and tells us that socialism would be fair and great, what are the top couple threatening outcomes from a socialist economy that we can explain to them?
I had this talk we filmed Benny on the Block yesterday, and I was out in front of a TJ Maxx because I'm an idiot and I traveled here in a t-shirt and I didn't have a jacket and it was snowing when I got off the plane in Atlanta. And so we filmed Benny on the Block. It's a weekly show that we do at Turning Point, and I was out in front of a TJ Maxx. I just bought my jacket, and it's not the youth group leader vest here. So 2 employees from TJ Maxx came out, and he said, "What do you think of socialism? Is Georgia a socialist?" This is a question I had for the week. All right, is Georgia a socialist state? And they said, "We're not quite sure about socialism." I said, "All right." They had their TJ Maxx badges on, right? I said, "Do you want more or less of your paycheck?" And they're like, "We make $10 an hour." And they were like, really, this was their first jobs, right? They were teenagers. They were so proud of that. And they talked about the horror of watching half their paycheck get deleted every week. And if you ask them if they want to see 75% of their paycheck deleted every week, it's a pretty simple question. The problem that oftentimes we run into as a conservative is you don't break it down to the human level. We're so bad at telling stories. We lose to the left so often because we don't tell a good story. And you miss, many conservatives are Christians, we follow Christ, and you miss the fact that Christ, when speaking to human beings, spoke in parables. He spoke in stories. He explained the truth of the universe in stories. The justification for living a moral life was explained by Jesus in stories. And we miss that. We miss that art form as conservatives. We miss art entirely and the communication that comes with it. So I would argue that the best way to convince socialists that what we have here in the capitalist free market economy that has brought more people out of poverty, has raised more people out of extreme poverty in one generation, has provided the richest, wealthiest, most giving economy in the world. You as Americans stand and be proud this holiday season. You gave $500 billion out of your back pockets last year in generosity. Americans accounted for $500 billion, over $500 billion in just generous giving. Do you know what the next best country is? Like barely even $1 billion. Like, it's unbelievable how much generosity and how much good can come out of a society that we have, a capitalist and market-driven society. And so I would say just like get down to the human level with them. You know, ask them about their story. The story of those 2 TJ Maxx employees. Do you want 75%? 90% of your paycheck gone? And they were wildly against that, right? And they were wildly for less of their paycheck, for more of their paycheck coming to them at $10 an hour. And so if you can convince someone at $10 an hour who's ringing up my jacket at TJ Maxx, you can convince anyone. And that's how you start a movement. Tell a good story.
Thank you.